What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. If you're here before, I'm NeonMushroom. Guy's not here. Max isn't here. It's Travis. He's back. Everybody clap in the comments. We're playing some more Modern. Today we're starting a new... Thank you, Travis. Today we're starting a new series, and Travis is actually the guy piloting the deck because he's the best player I actually know that pilots that deck out of the people that I have come record. It's going to be around Mardu Energy. I'm going to let him explain that in a moment because I'm here and I'm already talking. I'm playing Dimir Psychic Frog. It shouldn't need an introduction. I've done leagues with it. I've played a ton of Psychic Frog on the channel. There's a whole playlist. There's a link to it if you want to check out just infinite. Yeah, he's pointing at it too, I think. I think the cards have like a specific duration. We'll see if that's just a nightmare in post. But it's Psychic Frog. We've got Psychic Frog. It's Murktide. It's a Murktide deck. We're playing like all your cantrips and stuff. And we've got Counterspell, Force of Negation, and that's the deck. It's removal, interaction, Psychic Frog, Murktide. If you don't know anything about what those cards do together, look at the videos in that playlist. Travis, what are you playing? What's your deck do?
Yeah, so I'm playing Mardu Energy. The reason that you play this deck over, like, there's a very popular red-white energy variant is because the actual card for card value of like the black cards that you add to the deck just a little bit better. The deck is basically a mid-range. I want to say it's a mid-range deck. The Mardu deck is more of a mid-range deck than the red-white version is, but it certainly has like an aggro.
Yeah, every time I hear someone describe it as mid-range and then play like Guide of Souls into Ajani, I go, "What do you just attack me for 3 with a flyer on turn 2?"
I would say the red-white deck is more of a aggro deck than this deck because this deck can hang out, play Thoughtseize, plays Bowmaster, plays Obnixilis, stuff like that.
Thanks to cards like Flage, you do like even the Boros version does have a solid mid game, but I think your deck's mid game is unbeatable if you get that far. Right. Except for by like exactly control decks, and that's what they do. So, all right, sick. Well, if you're ready, I'm ready. Do you want to roll for first? And we're gonna go high because I don't play odds evens on this channel because it eliminates the ability for us to roll the same thing and for it to be a cinematic nightmare.
Odds.
Okay. Evens, odds.
High roll.
High roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Boom.
I was being a turd.
That's a 9.
That's probably better than what I'm gonna roll.
Ooh, I'm on the play.
Okay.
All right. Good luck. Remember to play on that side, even though it's not the side you want to play on. You revealed Gigantha because this deck gets to play Gigantha. Is there anything in your sideboard that would cause you to not reveal Gigantha?
Yes, but we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. It's for me to know later. Okay, Travis, I have a keep. This is a pile of playable Magic the Gathering cards.
This is also a pile of playable Magic cards that you can't see because the glare of my foil cards is too big.
All right, Travis, you ready?
Yes.
Yay! I'm gonna play a. I think I'm actually going to suspiciously shock in this Watery Grave and pass the turn.
What could be happening?
What's going on?
I will do the good old I'm Junding them out. Try to go to 15. I guess you could counter it.
You're gonna fetch shock Thoughtseize me?
I would love to.
That is messed up, man. I think I'm actually gonna interact with that. I'm gonna pitch Sink into Stupor to Force of Negation your Thoughtseize.
I'm perfectly okay with
I'm sure you're stoked, man.
I think I need a Blood Crypt based on how my hand looks.
Sick. And
so I'm gonna gain 2 life.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, and that's exile.
Yep. On tap. Upkeep, draw. I also shock for no reason. That sucks. Here is a land, and here is my guy. It's Psychic Frog.
It's Psychic Frog.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna play this Bloodstained Mire because I like the other land that's in my hand a little bit better.
Makes sense.
Go.
On tap.
Yeah.
Upkeep.
Yeah.
Draw for turn.
Yeah.
Combat.
Okay.
Attack you.
I'm gonna fetch.
All right, you got it. You're at 16. Bowmaster is on the stack. I'm actually gonna let it resolve. You have a trigger.
Ping you.
Ping me. I'm pinged.
Can I go to blocks?
You may go to blocks. You would like to block with a 1/1 orc? That is fine. And then I would like to... I know your deck plays Ob, so I have to be considerate of that.
I do be doing that.
I do be doing that. I'm going to go ahead and Fatal Push Orcish Bowmaster.
It's so dead.
Pass to you.
Whee! All right, I'm going to play this here Marsh Flats.
Yeah.
And I believe just say go.
On tap. My man looked me in the eye and said, I have 2 Bowmasters. I'm going to go ahead and play a Polluted Delta.
Yep.
And then I would like to go to combat.
How many cards do you have in your hand?
I have 3.
So I'd have to do 5 damage to Frog.
Correct. You need double Galvanic Discharge. And me have nothing.
Yeah, you can go to combat.
All right, declare attack. Fetch, go to 13.
Yeah.
No shot because your life total actually isn't duress in this matchup.
It's interestingly in duress right now because I don't have any life gain in my hand, but usually like...
Guide of Souls.
Yeah, well, another one of the things
Flage.
about the Mardu deck very specifically is like old 3-color mid-range decks in Modern would like fetch shock Thoughtseize and then just be like at 15 forever. This deck is like Flage, Guide of Souls.
Yeah,
just like
fetch shock Thoughtseize, end the game at 28 life.
Right. Yeah. Everybody always is like, oh, your mana is so painful. And I'm just like, bro, every game that I win, I'm over 20. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'll try another Orcish Bowmaster.
Another Orcish Bowmaster. I think I have a response to this one. Fetch. Ouch. I'm going to go and grab myself a basic island. I really wanted to use that fetch to get a surveil land, to be honest, but that's not the world I'm living in. What do you have in hand right now? 4?
4.
Got it. Here, cut if you like. I'm going to burn this card in a really weird way. I'm going to Archmage's Charm your Orcish Bowmaster.
Just to counter it.
Just to counter, yep.
And then you have 2 left in hand.
I have 2 left in hand, so your Galvanic Discharge just doesn't work. You can make me pitch 2 though, so this sequence resolves. Boop.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna target this with Galvanic Discharge.
I don't like doing this. In fact, maybe I shouldn't. That's interesting. I may or may not have 2 copies of Murktide Regent in my hand right now. And I have to weigh what's better, a Resolve Murktide or a Resolve Psychic Frog. You have 3 in hand, right? Mm-hmm. So if I grow this Psychic Frog out of range right now, you won't be able to kill it with a Galvanic Discharge without some help from some other energy source.
Correct.
But if I do save this frog, a second discharge will kill the frog.
It will.
So what I'm actually going to do is let it go.
Okay, so I'm going to keep an energy from this transaction.
Makes sense. I think I just have to let that go. Do you concur with that play?
If you have specifically 2 Murktides.
Yeah, you're not supposed to know this, but yeah, with me having 2 Murktides, it seems like that's the play. Go ahead.
Can I have a giant die?
Yeah, giant die. If you need more, let me know. I can go get more.
Untap. Arid Mesa. Let's start my turn with an Amped Raptor.
That resolves. Boop. It's a Chthonian Nightmare. That's so messed up.
Let's go to 6.
Yeah.
And then let's play this Ajani.
You got it, buddy.
Yeah, things got bad for you this turn.
This is how Mardu Energy kind of works. It just like is in a random position and then just all of a sudden puts every permanent possible into play. You only have 1 in hand, correct?
Correct.
So there's at least that. Is that it?
It's weirdly a good one. Well, so I'm going to sack my cat.
Sack your cat, flip your Ajani, get your Orcish Bowmaster, I assume? Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm going to go down to 4 energy, then 4 you, I think. Let me actually play this out so that I know how many. Okay. So for the people on the camera, because they might not know what's going on.
Yeah, Travis plays a lot of Magic. Very seldom does he do it under a camera. So
correct. Yeah, not anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm gonna sacrifice the cat to this Chthonian Nightmare. Target my Orcish Bowmaster. Those are paying all the costs, and then this trigger happens.
Yep, and then you go down to 4 energy.
This trigger happens flipping this.
There's no cat in play. There is an Ajani in play now. Orcish Bowmaster enters, domes me for 1 off its trigger.
There's a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, Mardu Energy does a lot of things.
This is why the black cards are like so good though.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna zero my Ajani.
Yeah, make
to
1
for
deal 4
you and make a token.
Yep, you got it. And you did all these things this turn, so you have to pass now. You're out of actions. Untap. Draw. Okay, well, I'm going to do the only thing I really reasonably can do and tap for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. Let's see. How much energy do you have? 3?
I have
4. You have 4 energy. So I can't reasonably play around Discharge too hard here. So they're...
Well, weirdly enough, I can actually kill your Murktide with the Ajani next turn.
That is interesting because you're going to have... Oh my gosh.
I can sack this, but yeah.
I have just lost... From what Travis just told me, I have lost the game. We'll play it out for the sake of you guys seeing how it happens, though. Here's a Murktide Regent. I'm paying 3 plus exiling 4. And of those 4, we have a grand total of... 3 instants and sorceries. So there's my Murktide. These go to the bin, and I will pass to you.
Okay.
This is so bad.
Yeah. that's like really tough.
Windmilling into the Chthonian Nightmare was nuts.
It was very good.
All right.
So here's a Chthonian Nightmare. I'll go
Force of Negation,
7.
the Chthonian Nightmare.
You had a Force?
I had a Force.
Okay. So I'm not going to go to 7. I'm still going to stay at 4.
Yes.
So I just have an Orcish Bowmaster anyways.
Yes.
Which will flip this to a 2/2 and then ping you.
If you pick, the Ajani is going to make a body, so you'll still be able to kill the Murktide.
And then I'll make a body and kill the Murktide.
Murktide's dead. You ever seen Ajani's 0 just kill a Murktide because it can?
Weep.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm at 3.
You better top deck Toxic Deluge.
I'm going to try to top deck Sink into Stupor.
Okay.
Damn, I would have paid 3 light to put it in the... All right, to Tamiyo. We lose the game. That is... Yeah, that's Mardu Energy. And our LGS has so much Mardu Energy, and it's like just destroying my will to live. But we get to go to sideboard, and like I get some cards, so we'll be right back. Okay, we figured out how we're sideboarding. I'll go first. We're similarly cutting like 6 to 5 cards. I'm going to be cutting 2 Preordains. This is a Bowmaster matchup. Drawing these in the late game when a Bowmaster's in play can be like super detrimental. We play 2 Consider for Preordain. We don't want to lose the ability to cantrip in the early game because of Murktides and Psychic Frogs, stuff like that. Also like blue pitches for the free spells. So just cutting 2 Preordain seems like a fine way to hedge. We're cutting a Spell Pierce because even though there are some dream scenarios where you're able to like turn 3 a frog and like counter a Chthonian Nightmare or something, I've got 3 Spell Pierce, or Spell Snare. I'm just gonna lean into that. Archmage's Charm costs 3. You saw how much mana I have. I got to spend like maybe 5 mana last game before I died. Counterspell doesn't line up super well. I'm on the play, so I'm gonna leave 3 in my deck, but on the draw, I could even see shaving another copy of Counterspell just because of how low your curve is. And a Force of Negation. I use them mainly to back up Murktide or Psychic Frog, so they're valuable in the matchup, but they're still below rate. I'm bringing in Subtlety. I have one in the main, one on the side. Subtlety will save me in some games where he wants to play a Flage or something. Harbinger of the Seas. He's got 3 basic lands, and if he doesn't find them, Harbinger will win me the game on its own. Then we've got Toxic Deluge number 2. There's one in the main. If I Toxic Deluge and pay X equals 1 for life, sometimes I just win the game because of that alone. Because you saw how many permanents he put into play that were X1s last game. Shadow's Verdict is mostly for the deck we don't talk about on this channel. It also functions here. It'll take Flages out of his bin and stuff and make Chthonian Nightmare worse for a couple turns at least. And then 2 Surgicals because he's a Chthonian Nightmare deck and he's a Flage deck. So this all seems intuitive to me. What are you doing?
All right, I'm going to talk about my takeouts first before I talk about the things that are coming in. Galvanic Discharge, really, really bad against Psychic Frog. It's just like, I have 20 energy and I can finally target this thing. So I'm bringing in some removal spells. So cutting like these removal spells and I still have Fatal Pushes in my deck.
Right.
So that is like fine. And then I cut a Flage. Flage is like very good in the late game here.
Yes.
But it's like very bad at killing anything. So it's like not really a removal spell. So 2 Nihil Spellbombs, kind of very self-explanatory versus Murktide. And then
it's your best sideboard card, I think.
And you can't leap your frogs anymore, and I have a lot of ground blockers, so if I get to block, that's great.
You don't mind chumping tokens into my frog and you're fine with that.
Kolaghan's Command, just like a really good 2-for-1. You're mostly not echoing my stuff, so I'm probably going to buy something back, make you discard card, or hopefully maybe be able to snipe a frog or something.
That'd be really odd. If I get this game to go long, like Kolaghan's Command is great in those long grindy games. So
K-Command is very good. Fatal Push kills frog. And Molten Cleft kills frog and Murktide. Yeah,
seems good.
Just really good.
You actually spanked me game 1 in a really big way. This is what happens at the LGS too. Usually if I'm on like a winning streak and I'm 4-0, Travis is usually the boss battle that causes me to. Luckily, if we're both 4-0, we just draw and then we play anyway and he wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, please don't be a land. 7. I'll keep. You're ready?
Yeah.
You're all ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. It hurts.
Okay.
Here is my Tam.
Yep.
Tim Tam, go ahead.
I'm going to Shock and a Godless Shrine, and then I don't think I'm going to play around Force of Negation and play around. If you want a 2-for-1, that's fine.
It's gone.
Yeah, go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll just play a Polluted Delta and pass to you. Hee-haw.
Fetch Shock.
Ouch.
Here's a Sacred Foundry.
No. Don't do it.
Don't do what?
Play a good card.
Okay, what if I play 2 good cards?
Stop. Just please stop.
I'm going to try to put a Guided Souls on the stack.
I hate that, but it's going to resolve.
Second move is Ocelot Pride on the stack.
This is going to be bad for me.
Oh, you don't have a removal spell either?
I don't want to talk about it.
What did you keep?
I don't want to talk about it.
You kept a hand that doesn't have a removal spell or a counterspell?
Well,
I guess. I think this resolves?
Yeah, that resolves. Get an energy.
Gain a life and get an energy.
Yeah, cool. Bowmaster the Ocelot Pride. I'm going to fetch for a...
Before I go to Amped this time?
Yes, yeah. So Travis is making jokes at me because I would have won my last round against a very good player at our local shop. Shout out Bailey. If I had sequenced correctly. Instead, I allowed 2 Guide of Souls to two Ocelot Pride triggers to go on the stack at end step, and he was at 17. I don't know what you know about Murktides and frogs, but I could have dealt 17 damage exactly. He went to 19. I lost the game. I could feel Travis just like laughing at me in his head and out loud.
I wasn't even watching at that point. But.
That's fair. All right, this is my Orky Bow. It's got 1 counter. I'm gonna untap.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw.
Okay.
Here is my Swamp. Here is my Harbinger of the Seas.
That seems 4 for me.
Yeah, it seems good for me. Go ahead. Yeah. That's what I kept.
Here's 2 Nihil Spellbombs.
That seems not good for me either, if that helps. Untap. Okay, now this is where the game starts getting really sick for me. Let's play this Undercity Sewers, which is just an island, and then go to combat. Okay. Full send it before damage. Orcish Bowmaster.
Yeah.
Target you. So take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead.
I'd have to imagine that I'm just going to die.
I hope so. I hope we get a game 3 because you have 4 blue mana right now, and I have a clock.
Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
I really didn't put blue cards in my deck this week.
Yeehaw. So now it gets a little bit interesting because Travis can do this whole thing where he blocks my Bowmasters. I don't know how you get energy. You don't. I'm gonna attack for 4. And then I guess I'll play a land. It'll be Polluted Delta, which is actually an island. Go ahead. Draws basic mountain, jams it, kills Harbinger, plays 6 permanents. I lose.
No, that didn't happen. I guess I should have fetched.
When you fetch shocked, I had to like mute myself from screaming.
Weirdly though, if I would have fetched a plains, it wouldn't have helped my hand at all.
Fair.
So.
All right, untap, upkeep, Drizzle. That's hilarious. I'm going to pay 2 life and surgical extraction your fatal pushes. Cool. So you can't cast anything, so I'll just show you right now. I did that so I could forge this feed the cycle, kill that, and kill you. Yeehaw! It was at Exacxies. It's Exacxies. We got there. All right, sweet. So at the very least, when Travis wrecks me next game, I can at least hold on to I got a good one. I got one good one. Are you making any changes based on play draw?
No.
I think I'm gonna make one. I think I'm gonna like bring a. No, I'm going to take a counterspell out, and I'm going to bring, like, an thing in. Before we start the game, I'll tell you what I did. Okay, Travis, good luck.
Okay,
but not too good. The card I sided out, Travis and I talked about it briefly. I cut the second counterspell because it's worse on the draw. I brought back in Spell Pierce, which isn't incredibly useful, but there will be some scenarios I can draw up in my head where it'll be pretty good. Is that a mulligan?
Oh, yeah.
Very sick.
Quick,
3, 4, 5, 6. Come on, land. Set. I'm going to keep.
Okay.
I gotta keep. It's not like great, but I got 2 sideboard cards, and that's good enough for me. Go to 5. I'm hoping the 6 sucks, is why I'm saying.
Okay.
That's not how that works. My name's Travis.
Okay, this is keepable. I'll put one of these 3 Ajani's back.
That's too many Ajanis. You gotta get out of here.
That's a lot of Ajani. Okay, I'll go get a swamp.
Yep. Thought sees me?
Yeah.
You see 1 basic island, 1 swamp, and I think that's all I kept. You see Counterspell, Psychic Frog, Spell Snare, Toxic Deluge.
I will take Spell Snare so that I can resolve one of my 3 Ajani.
Makes sense.
Go ahead.
I will, I'll turn these over like this so you can kind of see what I'm rocking with. All right, untap, upkeep, draw. Well, you took my Spell Snare, so I guess that makes this top deck reasonable.
That's better, yeah.
Check this card. I don't want to draw this Polluted Delta, surprise, surprise. Go ahead.
Okay, let's do an Arid Mesa for a plains.
Go to 16, fetch plains.
Yeah.
And make an Ajani.
And Ajani, a little stinky.
Little bastard. Gonna end this whole game on its own.
All right, here's my plains.
He's just over. He's playing so far around Harbinger. I don't even have it this time. That's how good Harbinger the season Blood Moon effects are. Don't have it. Your opponent still plays around it.
I probably will stop playing around it.
I think you're good now. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Me on tap. He makes a cat token as well.
I did make a cat token. Sorry. I was
draw for turn.
A little early.
No, you're good, dude.
A little early whirly.
I will play this island, and then the cards in hand.
1, 2, 3.
I'm actually going to pass the turn. Show me what you got.
I have 3 damage.
I take 3.
Okay, cool. I have a Thoughtseize.
Thoughtseize.
Would love if it resolved.
It's going to. You see a Polluted Delta in addition to everything else I have.
Toxic Deluge, please.
Toxic Deluge is gone.
Go.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw. We're doing that thing where we use our life total as a resource right now and just kind of tanking hits from these Ajanis. Or this Ajani and his brother Ajani. I'm going to play Polluted Delta and pass.
Okay, I'm going to end step Flash and Bowmaster off of Blood Crypt.
Flash and Bowmaster off Blood Crypt? You said enunciating every syllable properly?
I did. I enunciated so many syllables there. Just like every syllable that existed in that word.
I'm going to respond to Orcish Bowmaster. That leaves you with how many in hand? 1?
1, yeah. I'm mulligan, remember?
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to go ahead and grab an Undercity Sewers. I'm doing this to inform whether or not I need to deal with this Bowmaster now, because I don't actually know about Travis's second Ajani. If I did, I would want to hold this counterspell for it, but I want to see if I can set something up for like a Wrath effect or something like that for the following turn. There's also a chance I just let it resolve because of like the fact that drawing and Murktide just breaks this board up completely. But
we'll see. Well, Frog just blocks almost everything that's in play.
Here you go.
Here you go.
Here you go. I'm going to resolve this or trigger. That is that card. That's actually mildly interesting. What are the chances I'm supposed to let that ride?
I don't know.
Seems not low, actually. I'm going to keep that on top and let that resolve.
Haha.
I take 1.
Okay, on deck.
Yep.
Play Marsh Slash combat.
5.
Yeah.
I take 5.
I don't think I want to do anything else. Go ahead.
Untap, draw, swamp, Psychic Frog.
You have a frog.
Go ahead.
Fetch. What am I doing?
Probably getting a land.
Yeah.
Are you able to remember Psychic Frog Counterspell?
Yeah.
Got it. They're in my hand.
What were they?
Psychic Frog Counterspell.
What were they?
The cards in my hand, I have Fatal Push, Fatal Push.
Okay.
That's pretty sick. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. That's good against me.
I think so.
We're gonna have 4 total in hand for the
4 total in hand. 2 known, 2 unknown. One of them I kept on top off of a Surveil, which could be interesting information for you.
All right, here's my deck, and then I'm gonna. What are we surveilling right now?
The question is, do you want it?
Yes.
Here you go.
Desperately. Like that's like the best possible.
That sucks for me.
I'm gonna put this Obnixilis on the stack, casualty with this cat.
I will respond.
Okay. Yeah, you
I'm
definitely
going to counterspell the initial Obnixilis.
Okay, so the actual real Ob is countered.
Yep.
I have an Ajani trigger on the stack and an Ob squared on the stack.
Actually, let me think about that. The Ajani trigger is interesting.
Back.
The Ajani trigger is actually very interesting.
The Ajani trigger is technically on the stack first.
So for Ajani to kill my Psychic Frog, you would need 3 full-size bodies.
So many full-size bodies.
So many full-size bodies, which is interesting. Because you would have 1, 2, 3, and you get, so the Ajani would make a dude. Oh, you don't have any red permanents.
Oh, so I would.
You would, unless I can deal with both sides of Ob.
Unless you can deal with both sides of Ob.
I will tap for blue and counterspell the initial Ob.
Okay, and then
and then I will pitch Psychic Frog to Subtlety, the token copy of Ob.
Yeah. Okay, but Ajani's still gonna flip.
Ajani's going to flip. I cannot help it.
And I'm just gonna make a 2/1 cat, do no damage to anything.
Yep.
Because that's how Magic the Gathering works.
It is. Good.
Yeah.
Combat seems bad. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Combat seems detrimental.
I'm going to, I need that Ajani to stop speaking to me, but I don't think I can make it stop speaking to me yet. So
you could discard leap.
I'll Fatal Push Orcish Bowmaster.
Dead.
I'm going to leap I could have done that, but then I would draw a card, Orcish Bowmaster would trigger. Because do you have an orc right now? You do.
I do.
You know, that's actually interesting. You don't know. No, because I'm gonna have to lose my Fatal Push to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just awful. So we'll exile 3. I'm gonna leap the frog, and then I'm going to attack the Ajani. And before combat damage, I will go ahead and pitch a Darkslick Shores.
Ajani takes 2.
This hit a Planeswalker, so I'll draw a card.
It did.
That's not very good,
there.
so I'll pass. I'm trying.
Ah, Amped Raptor.
Boo!
Pretty good draw.
2 energy flip.
2 energy.
Show me.
Orcish Bowmaster. Pretty good.
I believe I'm dead, but that resolves.
So let's take that back. This becomes a 2/2, and then I will zero my Ajani, and I do have a red permanent now, so I'm gonna try to dome that guy.
It works because I have 1 card in hand, and that's 5 damage. It's looking grim for your boy out here, guys.
It is looking a little
Chat,
grim
it's
for
looking
you.
dark.
And then I'm gonna play another Ajani
Resolves.
with another cat.
Yep. And then you're gonna attack me for a undisclosed amount of damage.
For like at least this many. Because that's
1,
all
2,
I
3,
can attack
4.
with.
Good.
Ah.
Shadow's Verdict off the top.
That'd be good. Does it get rid of Planeswalkers?
It doesn't. I have this drawn on the lock. I am just dead to lethal.
Yeah.
Okay, so there it is. Your first game of Mardu Energy. The deck's very sick and very good. I put up very little resistance that game. That's actually just not true.
Both games that I won, I had almost nothing going on, and then the Amped Raptor saved me.
Yeah, it was very cool. Yeah, if you didn't have the red permanent there, my frog would have dealt with your Ajani eventually, and then I would have gotten like 4 extra top decks. So, but thanks, red permanents. Enjoy. If you guys enjoyed this, we got 2 more videos coming with Mardu Energy, and then if Travis and I have time, we'll either do it today. We'll probably do it today, to be honest. We're doing a little video we're gonna test the waters and make a video just going a little deep on Mardu Energy itself and see how you guys like it. We're gonna set up some board scenarios. We're gonna give you a little decky techie. We'll try to keep it relatively short just to give you a quick primer because we're in RCQ season. If you want to pick up this deck, I do think that even with the Big Bird being in the format, this is a solid choice to take to your RCQs.
Yeah, I mean, this is like one of the best. This is like, there's like Nadu's 0. Sorry. Voldemort is like tier 0. It's like the best deck in the format by a country mile. And then there's like a smattering of decks that are like tier 1, and like you definitely could see them win an RCQ, and this is like very high on the list. So.
Agree. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, commit that tax fraud.